All right, good morning, everyone. This is Corey here in the Weather Center. We have a little bit of surprise severe weather this morning. There was a possibility of a strong storm or two, but we was not expecting any type of tornado or anything like that. So we do have a tornado warning here. This tornado warning here is for northwestern Greene, east central Hart County. And this is till 5 a.m. So we're going to check out the velocity here, and this velocity is pretty strong here in the Hart County community just to the northeast of Linwood, right around the Powder Mill area, right around Highway 569. So if you're in this community, you need to be in your tornado safe zone right now. Just make sure everything's working here. Kind of threw everything together pretty quickly here, folks. So give me just a second. Looks like everything's rolling pretty good. So this is going to stay to the south of Hodgenville. This is not going to affect Hodgenville. This area of rotation is in Hart County. It's getting ready to move into Greene County. So if you're in Greene County, the northern part of Greene County specifically, between Allendale and Creel, between Highway 61, the Lobb community, anywhere in Greene County to the north of Boyd's Crossing, you need to be in your tornado safe zone. This is a pretty strong area of rotation here, right along the Linwood community. And this is moving to the northeast. And there's the update on that. This area of rotation is going to be just to the north of Highway 569, very close to the Hart-Greene County line, right around the Hudgens community. Be just to the north of the Hudgens community, north of Powder Mill. So if you're in this vicinity, you need to be in your tornado safe zone. That is in the lowest structure, basement, interior room. Make sure you avoid windows. If you're outdoors in a mobile home and a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. So again, this is a pretty strong area of rotation here, just to the north of Powder Mill in Hart County, very close to the Greene Hart County line. This is moving to the northeast. So it's going to be very close to Highway 1079. This is going to be John Golf Road coming out of Hudgens going into Hart County. This is where this area of rotation is going to be. And again, this could be, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a tornado on the ground, but this is a pretty strong area of rotation here. I don't see anything on correlation coefficient that would indicate this, but we'll do a quick zoom out here. Again, this is the only tornado warning here in the state. The only warning that we have in general here. This is just a line of some strong thunderstorms moving in. Again, we knew this was a possibility. We just really didn't think that there would be any type of a tornado warning. There was a very, very low tornado chance. So this was not really anything that we expected to verify. But nonetheless, here we are. Again, this area of rotation is still continuing here. Let's see if we got an update on this radar. So we get a scan here. So this area of rotation is going to be very close to the Greene Hart County line, right along the highway of 1079. This is going to be John Golf Road coming out of Hudgens into Hart County. No, my smoke detector is not okay. It needs a battery, but I don't have time to put a battery in it right now. So you guys are just going to have to listen to the beeping. My apologies. So there's the update on the radar. Again, this area of rotation continuing. This is going to be right along the Greene Hart County line. And this is moving into Greene County now. So if you're in northern Greene County, be in your tornado safe zone. This is going to be to the north of Lobb, to the south of Creel, So if you're in Creel in Greene County to be in your tornado safe zone, this is going to be along Highway 936, your Etna Furnace Highway, Gum Spring Road in Greene County, Highway 566, right along this area. This is pretty much right on top of the Greene-Hart County line, coming into northern Greene County. This is the only severe storm we have in the vicinity. And this is going to be coming to the northeast. So we're going to watch this area of rotation here just to see if it continues. Because if it does, then it would eventually move into northern parts of Taylor County, eventually into Marion County. But we've got to see if this storm stays together. So this storm is moving out of Hart County. This area of rotation is on the Greene-Hart County line, moving to the northeast. The rest of Hart County is good now. So I'm not seeing anything on, just looking to see if there's anything from the National Weather Service here. I'm not seeing anything from them. Let me make sure this is the latest radar scan here. Okay. Let's get an update on the radar there. Again, this area of rotation is still right there, right along the Greene-Hart County line. So there's the latest scan that just came in, and that's a little bit of good news. The area of rotation is weakened just a little bit as it's crossing the Greene-Hart County line here in northern Greene County. So this tornado warning remains in effect here for another 8 minutes. And this is going to be for mainly just Greene County. This area of rotation has moved out of Hart County, but that last scan there, it will put a radar motion in it. You can see how you got the brighter green coming out of Hart County there. And then as it gets into Greene County, that brighter green kind of goes into a medium green. That is that's radar indicated rotation on that, or radar indicated weakening on that rotation there coming into northern Greene County. So that's definitely some good news there. So we're going to keep an eye on this. We're going to wait for the next rotation, or the next radar sweep here. So while we're waiting for that, let's just go back here to the regular reflectivity mode. We'll zoom out. That way you guys can kind of see what is actually going on. Again, nothing crazy. We're not expected multiple warnings or anything like that. But we do have a strong line of storms coming through central Kentucky this morning. We'll put a pause on the radar here. It goes all the way down to Summer Shade, coming into Metcalfe County now. You scroll up to Greene County, right along the Greene-Hart County line, all the way up to LaRue County. Again, it's a strong line of storms here. We have just enough ingredients and just enough spin in the atmosphere for basically, an isolated tornado or two this morning. Wasn't expecting anything significant. But nonetheless, here we are at 4:54 a.m. tracking potential rotation. So the newest scan is in, and not very impressed with this area of rotation at all. I'll just be honest with you guys. There's still, the area of rotation is still here, nonetheless. Right here it is. It's in northern Greene County, right along Highway 61, between Allendale and Creel. This is only affecting the northern part of Greene County. Greensburg is good. This is just the northern part of Greene County, but right there's that area of rotation. It's very, very broad. You guys have heard me talk about this a lot. You know, when you have a ballerina spinning and their arms are wide open, you know, standing straight out, you know, you can't spin very fast. But when you put those arms down, that's when you spin a lot faster. So this is a broad area rotation. This is a ballerina with its arms wide open. So you got to have a much more organized area of rotation for that potential tornado to reach the ground, and that's not what's happening right now. You need an area of rotation that's going to be something like, you know, something that's going to fit in this circle. And what you have this morning right now is an area of rotation that's very, very broad. See, there's a new severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued. And so what the National Weather Service is doing here is they're seeing the same thing that I'm seeing this morning. They're seeing that this area of rotation has weakened, but nonetheless, there's still an area of rotation there. So they're going to issue a severe thunderstorm warning downstream here with a tornado possible tag. So this new severe thunderstorm warning here is for northwestern Greene, southeastern LaRue, southwestern Marion, northwestern Taylor County until 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 a.m. Central Time. This is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. That is the main threat with this storm, and it does have a tornado possible. The National Weather Service states, remain alert for possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or a small central room in a sturdy structure. So again, this is just a severe thunderstorm warning. So this tornado warning, they're going to allow it to expire in 3 minutes. So this tornado warning will expire in 3 minutes. Still have this area of rotation here that is moving to the northwest. So there's that tornado warning that officially expired. The National Weather Service actually allowed it to expire early, but that's because that area of rotation has moved out of that tornado warning. So there's no tornado warnings in effect right now. But we're going to continue with this severe thunderstorm warning here, at least until it expires. So this severe thunderstorm warning goes till 6:30 Eastern. So we'll stay with it here for at least another 20-30 minutes just to make sure that we're, you know, in the clear here. So we'll stay with this area of rotation. So on that latest scan there, that rotation might be picking up a little bit. So if you're in Greene County in the Bloyd community between Allendale and Creel, you need to be in your tornado safe zone as a precaution. This is rotating. There's no question about that. You see it right here on the radar, clear as day. This is a rotating storm, and it's moving into Taylor County. So if you're on Highway 210 in Taylor County, say between the Mack community and the Taylor-LaRue County line, this area of rotation is going to be moving right over top of it. If you're in the White Rose community, the Maple community, the Willowtown community in Taylor County, be in your tornado safe zone. Findlay, Maple, I think I've said Maple 1,000 times. St. Joseph, Raywick. This is going to be moving north of Saloma, barely north of Saloma. You guys don't have the privilege of my webcam being on this morning because I had like 4 minutes to throw this stream on. So I literally look just like I would as I got out of bed. So you guys get no stream, no webcam this morning. But we're here. Again, still area of rotation looks like it's still there, guys. I would treat this as a tornado warning. Again, it's a very broad area, but it's rotating. It's 100% rotating. There's no doubt about that. Again, to the northeast is its movement. This is not going to affect Campbellsville. This is the only warning we have in effect. Again, if you do not hear your counties, you're good. So this severe thunderstorm warning is for northwestern Greene, southeastern LaRue, southwestern Marion, northwestern Taylor. If you do not hear your counties, you're good. Couple communities: Raywick, Wards, St. Joseph, Bloyd, Jessietown, Badger, Mack, White Rose, and Willowtown. Those are the communities that is impacted. We'll do a quick zoom out here. Let me go back here to the regular reflectivity mode. That way everybody can kind of see what's going on. This is the zoom out of the whole state. This is the only warning we have this morning. It's the only warning we have. So back to the velocity mode here. Area of rotation is crossing the Greene-Taylor County line, moving into the northwestern part of Taylor County. And this is not a tornado warning. This is just a severe thunderstorm warning, but this severe thunderstorm warning has a tornado tag on it. And what this means from the National Weather Service is that a possible tornado could occur at any time. And they state in the warning, remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or a small central room in a sturdy structure. So if you're in this vicinity, that's what I would treat this as. I would treat this as a tornado warning, as a precaution. We see this all the time in Kentucky when we see these storms rolling in. These tornadoes form very, very quickly. That's why we call them quick spin-up tornadoes. That's I feel like that's Kentucky's. It's like KFC. That's Kentucky's signature severe weather is quick spin-up tornadoes. And this area of rotation is right along the Greene-Taylor County line, moving into the northwestern part of Taylor County. So this is going to be moving across Highway 210 within the next 2 minutes. And there it is. That's a stronger area of rotation. I would treat this as a tornado warning, guys. That's a pretty strong area of rotation there on that latest scan. If you know somebody that lives in this vicinity, they need to be in shelter immediately. This is getting ready to cross Highway 210, very, very close to the LaRue-Taylor County line. The LaRue-Taylor County line. That's a pretty strong area of rotation. That could be very close to being on the ground there. The Badger community. Again, this is northwestern Taylor County, is where this area of rotation, just to the west of Highway 210. If you're on Highway 210, around the Badger community, you need to immediately get off of it. Head south or head north immediately. It's a pretty strong area of rotation there. And there's that new tornado one. That's what the National Weather Service is showing. So I'm glad that we're on the same page here. So that's what I like to see. Not the tornado warning. I like to see agreement. So new tornado warning is just issued because of that area of rotation strengthening right there. Good call by the National Weather Service. Great call. So this is a brand new tornado warning, hot off the press. I'm sure there will be a lot of people joining me because their alerts will go off on their phone if you're in this vicinity. So I'm waiting for that official warning to come through from the National Weather Service. But this is a new tornado warning, and this is going to include the city of Lebanon and Raywick and Newmarket. But this area of rotation is pretty strong, so we're going to concentrate on that. This is going to be right around the Badger community, between the LaRue-Taylor County line, very close to Highway 210. Getting very heavy rain here in Greensburg right now. So this new tornado warning is going to go for north central Greene County, southeastern LaRue, southwestern Marion, northwestern Taylor. And that's until 5:30 Central Time, 6:30 Eastern. So we're watching this area of rotation here. It's right along Highway 210, right along the LaRue-Taylor County line. That is where this area of rotation is this morning. This area of rotation is going to be basically riding the LaRue-Taylor County line. So if you live in this vicinity right along the LaRue-Taylor County line, that's where that area of rotation is going to be. So that's where you need to be in your tornado safe spot. And this is just radar indicated rotation. But nonetheless, you need to take cover now. You need to move to the basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you're outdoors or in a mobile home in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter area and protect yourself from flying debris. Okay, not seeing anything on correlation. We're going to stay on the velocity mode here because that is where we can see this area of rotation here. So it's 5:30, 5:04. Waiting for the newest scan to come in. And there's that newest scan. So it's going to be right along the Badger community is where that area of rotation is. So again, right along the Badger community between Badger and Maple. This is going to be right along the LaRue-Taylor County line. LaRue-Taylor County line. It is pretty much right over top of 210. 210, the Badger community, right at the Taylor-LaRue County line is where this area of rotation is this morning. And we're going to zoom out. This is the only area of rotation we have. Greene County is in the clear. Greene County is in the clear. Again, it's a pretty strong area of rotation continuing this morning. You see it right there on radar, and this is going to be moving into Marion County. It's pretty much right along the LaRue-Taylor County line right now. It's going to ride that LaRue-Taylor County line until it eventually moves into Marion County. So if you live in St. Joseph downstream, they're in Marion County. That's the biggest community in Marion County that this area of rotation is going to be heading toward. So with that latest scan there on the velocity mode, the area of rotation is pretty much keeping course. It's not really strengthening. It's not really weakening either. It's still an area of rotation that absolutely could produce a tornado at any given point. So there's the newest scan that just came in. And with that scan, it weakened. On that scan, it weakened. You see a much broader area of rotation with that scan right there. And we'll go ahead and get the magic pencil out here. And you see that area of rotation kind of widening. It should stay to the south of Raywick. Should stay to the south of Raywick, but Raywick needs to be on guard just to be safe. So again, we're watching. This is our main concern right here. It's right here in this circle. This is the area that we're watching. This is the area that could produce a tornado. With that latest scan, that area of rotation has weakened around the Maple community. That's where that area of rotation is at. Around the Maple community here in Taylor County, right along the Taylor-LaRue County line. It's going to be very close to Maple Road, Highway 1511, is where that area of rotation is at right now. Again, it doesn't look like anything on the ground. This is obviously rotating. There's no doubt about that. There could be a funnel cloud in this vicinity. Probably not based off that rotation, but it definitely, or based off that velocity scan there. But nonetheless, there is an area of rotation around the Maple community here in Taylor County. So we'll do a quick zoom out here so we can see the whole picture. So again, this red and green, what you're looking at is a velocity mode. This shows the winds inside of a thunderstorm. And you see these reds down here. We'll zoom in just a little bit more here on the rotation. Right along the Maple community, you see the reds and greens together. This shows the winds moving in different directions right there around the Maple community, and that is your area of rotation. So that's why velocity mode is very, very important when we're looking at severe weather. So there's the newest update there on the scan. And again, very broad area of rotation. So this is what you want to see when you see the area of rotating storms. So just for reference purposes, you guys hear me talk about a broad area of rotation quite frequently. So the best way I can explain it is I've explained, you guys heard me talk about this several times. It's like a ballerina. You know, if a ballerina is spinning in a circle, right, and their arms are against their hips, they're going to spin very quickly, right? That's a tight area of rotation. Those are the areas of rotations that can produce a tornado, because that area of rotation is going to be spinning much faster. It's going to have a much better chance to hit the ground. A broad area of rotation is when a ballerina is spinning and they put their arms all the way up. So they look like an airplane, basically. You're still spinning, but you're not spinning quickly. That's what a broad area of rotation is. So it's a ballerina spinning with its arms out like an airplane. This area is still spinning, but it's not spinning fast enough to get that tornado to the ground. That's what we're looking at right now. And this is a very broad area of rotation here, pretty much right there on the LaRue-Marion County line, or at the vicinity of where LaRue, Marion, and Taylor County intersect. So that is the area that we're looking at right now. So we are still tracking this tornado warning here. And there's the update from the National Weather Service. So they're slowly trimming this tornado warning off. as that area of rotation moves a little bit more to the north and east. So this is just a tornado warning now for west central Marion County. So Taylor County and LaRue County have been dropped from this tornado warning. With that latest scan there, that area of rotation is only in Marion County. It's going to be right here. And it is not impressive on that scan. Still rotating, still an area of rotation, but it's not very impressive. This is going to be moving toward the St. Joseph community in Marion County. If you live in Raywick and just the south, this will also be affecting your location as well. So this is only a tornado warning here for west central Marion County until 6:30 Eastern Time. It's about another 15 minutes here. This is radar indicated rotation. Lebanon, it's going to be Lebanon. If it stays together, it probably will impact Lebanon. So let's kind of just move our radar here just a little bit. Again, not seeing anything impressive at all on the radar here. Here's that area of rotation. It's going to be just to the west of St. Joseph. It's going to stay to the north of Belltown and probably to the north of Lebanon as well, but Lebanon could be impacted. St. Mary and Belltown also. If you're inside this red polygon, your phone should have went off. It's only going to go off if you live inside of this red polygon. So for example, if you lived in Findlay, you're not inside the red polygon. You would not have gotten an alert in Findlay, even though the tornado warning was very close. So your phone alerts are only going to go off if you live inside of this polygon. Now, if you live inside this polygon and your phone didn't go off, I can't answer that question for you. But your phone alerts are only going to go off for a tornado warning if you live inside of this polygon. Campbellsville is good. Campbellsville is good. Yeah, if your phone did not go off and you live inside that, I have no idea. So we'll do a quick zoom out here. Let's look at the reflectivity mode. Give everybody kind of an idea of what we're looking at statewide here. And just some strong storms this morning. Not looking at anything significant by no means. The forecast today is several waves of showers and thunderstorms. Not expecting anything severe. So let's get back here to our potential area of rotation, and it's picked up just again. Area of rotation is picked up again here. This is going to be between Raywick and St. Joe. Here's this area of rotation between Raywick and St. Joe, moving to the north and east. This will be to the north of Calvary there, June. Calvary will not see this area of rotation. This will stay well to the north. This tornado warning continues here for officially another 11 minutes. We're going to watch this area of rotation. LaRue County is in the clear. The only county that's not in the clear right now is Marion, the western part of Marion County here. Taylor County is good. Greene County is good. LaRue County is good. This is just to the southwest of Lebanon. This is going to be between Raywick and St. Joe. It's going to be south of Highway 84 and to the west of Highway 412, which is St. Joseph Road. So if you're along Highway 84, it's called Raywick Road here in Marion County, that's where the area of rotation is going to be crossing. Waiting for the new scan to come in. There it is. 520. Yep, that's the newest scan. And these reds and greens you see here is the winds inside of the storm moving in different directions. So you see these reds and greens here together. That's an area of rotation. And this is going to be just to the east of Raywick. Very close to Raywick, but basically between Raywick and St. Joe. So if you live between Raywick and St. Joe, that is where this area of rotation is occurring this morning. This is moving to the northeast. If you live in St. Mary, Frogtown, you need to be in your tornado safe zone. This is probably going to stay to the west of Lebanon. I don't expect this to impact downtown Lebanon. So it does, the tornado warning officially includes Lebanon, but it's going to be to the west. I don't think that area of rotation makes it to Lebanon. But this is the area that we are concerned about this morning. So looking downstream, St. Mary, Frogtown, you need to be in your tornado safe zone. In these areas, we see this all the time in Kentucky. We could definitely see a quick spin up tornado at any given point. Brad, I see your comment there. Yeah, normally you guys get a webcam, but this morning when I actually had people writing me, I was actually asleep. I was not expecting any type of tornadic activity this morning. I knew there was a very, 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 very low possibility, but I didn't think it was going to be anything that I needed to be awake for. And I actually had people writing me. So I literally got out of bed, got the stream rolling, and so yeah, this is Corey. You're getting Corey straight out of bed, so y'all don't get no webcam this morning. You guys get my radio voice this morning. You guys get the radio Corey this morning, not the broadcasting Corey. I'm pretty sure my hair looks like I've been standing out in a hurricane. I didn't even look. I just ran in here, threw the computer on, which to get a stream going, it honestly takes about 5 minutes. There's a little bit of a process you can't just hit a button and you're automatically live. It's just a little bit of a process. And so I didn't have a lot of time with that this morning. Nonetheless, we're here. That's all that matters. Area rotation here. Again, it's not very impressive right now. But it's right along Raywick Road, Highway 84, and then Highway 412. This is only Marion County here. So if you're not in Marion County, you're good. Taylor County is in the clear. Taylor County is clear. No worries in Taylor County. This is only a Marion County storm right now. I'll show you guys the zoom out here so we can kind of see, the full spectrum here. This is wave storms coming through this morning as this area of low pressure tracks through the area. Pretty sure that area of low pressure is right here. I'm not 100% positive, but I think that area of low pressure is right here. Because you see it rotating around the area of low pressure right there. You can see it on the radar. So that's your area of low pressure. Anytime you get an area of low pressure, it's called a triple point this morning. Where you get a little extra spin around those areas of low pressure. Post hole hair. That's a good one there, Kevin. That's definitely what I look like this morning. I honestly, I haven't even looked. I just had the suspicion that I did not look the greatest. So again, this area rotation is basically between Raywick and Lebanon right now. I'm not seeing anything that would what's the word I'm looking for? That would concern me this morning, right now, on that latest scan. It's 5:25. The scan's 2 minutes old. This warning's officially in effect for 3 more minutes, and I don't think the National Weather Service will extend this tornado warning. They might extend a severe thunderstorm warning and put a tornado tag on it to be precautionary, because this area is still rotating nonetheless, but it's not. This is a very, very broad area of rotation. And this might actually be turning into more of just a regular storm without the rotation. So there's the warning that's expired. So the tornado warning has officially expired. The velocity is still showing up there. Just to the west of Lebanon. But it's nothing, does not show me any type of concern of it being a tornado. So we'll give it just a second here. I'm going to stay live for about 5 more minutes just to double check, make sure there's no more flare-ups. And we'll do a quick zoom out. No warnings in effect right now. This is 5:28 a.m. Central Time, 6:28 Eastern Time. No severe warnings at all. The strongest storm activity is moving around Springfield right now. Moving into Springfield. And then down here in the Columbia vicinity. That's the only type of storms we have in the vicinity this morning. So again, we're going to be dealing with on and off rain showers throughout the day. Yes, the area of rotation in Lebanon, it's turning more into a wind threat now. Nothing severe at all, but it's turning more into not a damaging wind threat because the storm's not strong enough, but more of just a wind threat there. We'll stay here for one more radar scan, just to double check to make sure there's nothing nothing significant. But as of right now, everybody can come out of the closet. You can come out of your safe zone. So I'm gonna wait for one more radar scan just to double check to make sure there's no more flare-ups. Right now, everybody's good. There's just shower and thunderstorm activity all across central Kentucky. The only thing for Adair County right now is just scattered shower and thunderstorm activity. No severe weather. Okay, there's the latest scan that just came in. And yeah, this is going to be more of a just a regular wind threat now. Still could be some rotation just to the west of Lebanon there, but it's nothing that concerns me. Nothing that concerns me at all. And then looking at it on the radar here, you can definitely see where it's kind of weakened there. All right, so with that being said, guys, we're going to end the severe weather coverage. We are in the all clear as of right now. You're not expected to see any type of severe weather today. Real quickly, let me just check the Storm Prediction Center to make sure there hasn't been any updates on that. No updates from the Storm Prediction Center. Not looking at anything significant today. So, yeah, we're just expected to see several waves of rainfall throughout the day. That is the forecast for today. So, with that being said, severe weather coverage is over. I'll keep an eye on things just in case there's any additional warnings, but I'm not expecting there to be anything this morning. So, again, thank you guys for tuning in. I know that wasn't the wake-up call anybody wanted. Definitely wasn't the one I wanted. But definitely appreciate all you guys jumping in and getting through another sporadic tornado warning this morning. So you guys have a wonderful Friday, TGIF.